Oh, you poor thing. No. Hey, Carrie Ann. So how was y'all's day? Nice to see you too, my dear. Hey, sometimes you need that. Sometimes that's exactly what the doctor ordered with it. Said you do absolutely nothing. No faces, not lying. I wonder why, Scooter Mom, we didn't just spend a couple hours on backstage restream. You take your time eating. Hey, Audit. Carrie Ann, you're gonna have to post pictures. Okay. I love gardening photos, stuff like that. Flowers, especially. No face, you got to move to my house so you can cook for me. Yep, got to move to my house so you can cook for me. Hey, Nicole, how are you, darling? I could definitely go for some BLTs with gravy dip, sausage gravy dipping sauce. Definitely go for that. Oh, and this afternoon I got these little hangers. Three different shades of purple. So those will get hung up so I can hang my bags and robes and stuff. Oh, yes, 50 Shades of Purple. Why not? That's what I'm saying. Purple is excellent. So basically, I have one to hang my robes, one to hang my bags. I didn't worry about painting the bags. I just did the front. And then one to hang Mona's vests. Three's perfect. Now I just got to figure out where I'm going to hang them at. It is the shade of royalty. It also happens to be one of my favorite colors. Purple, teal, and gray are my favorite colors. Oh, making some decent progress on this one. If I actually sat and worked on it and not paid attention to chat, I could probably get this done in another day or so. But I really like talking with you guys. while my dog snores like Dickens behind me. Not so much pink, but definitely could go for coral. So, if I did a beginner's crochet along, who would like to join? Hey, Tracy. It would be a simple project. Wouldn't be anything, major, nothing huge. Something that could be done fairly quickly, even for a beginner. That's kind of what I was thinking, Carrie Ann. That's kind of what I was thinking. I know you're not a beginner, Trace, but I also know you would do it just for fun. Um, no face, that wouldn't work really well for what I have in mind. Um, that type of stuff is a little bit more advanced if you're going to do it crochet style, because you'd have to create the initial loop, then crochet. It's a little bit more involved. I figured you would, Trace. Not quite, no face. I hear you, Carrie Ann. I'm not moving through my courses quite as fast as I had wanted. I just can't focus. So I hear you. Some trash in here. See, you always stress, and it almost always comes out better than you expected. But I can't say much because I do the same thing. No face. That's a little bit more of a advanced idea. Scooter, told you you could take your time. Um, for the sake of simplicity and learning the basic stitches, I was thinking about maybe a scarf with matching fingerless gloves. Because if the person then take a little while, and that might just end up being done right in the perfect time. Yeah, I'm sorry I kept you on so long, Scooter. It was fun. It absolutely was fun. Yes. Yes, they most certainly do. They absolutely keep me busy. But now you see why I do my craft and these streams so late. Because then their behinds are in bed and I can have my peace and quiet. Now you see why. Oh, I've gotten these pens all over the place. I've got a bunch of these ones. So here's another one that's similar, kind of in between. Then I got the real fat ones. I've got thin ones. Oh, come on. Cooperate. There we go. And this one's a single placer. Some of them I got from Shimmer Stitch. Some of them I got from Amazon. There's another one. All kinds of different shapes. Here's one that's kind of almost triangular. Just kind of need a bunch of different shapes because of my hands. I got lighted several of these that have different tips in them. I got a bunch. I'm trying that soft grip. Yeah. Put fresh wax in it. Yeah, some of them I got from Shimmer Stitch, Diamond Art Club, Amazon. Those are the main places. Yes, Scooter Mom. Big fat yes. Big fat yes. Yeah, the lighted ones are good if you have low light situations. I got several different lighted ones. Like I said, I have different tips in them. Oh, sorry. So I've got a bunch of them. I like the lighted ones. See, this 29. I'm sorry, no face. I was fixing to say, no, I'm not. But then I got to think, I probably am. All right, Carrie Ann, we'll talk to you later, darling. Yeah, I probably am the reason you have insomnia. I do know that feeling well. Hey, Maya. Vaguely, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure of what exactly is going on, Maya. Um, from what little bit I have seen about it, um, they weren't using the licenses that they had with artists properly, or it may have just been one artist. The license was only for um, certain things, and DAC was trying to use it for more or hold it for more, or trying to say that the license was for more than what it was for. Something like that. That is the only thing I've understood so far. I haven't really looked into it yet, but I do have a ton of their kits. If that is the case and they are trying to play around with their artists, I won't buy from them anymore. I'll just stay with Dreamer Designs and then other smaller companies. So Maya, you'll have to let me know if the little bit that I've caught, the few sentences that I've caught about it, if my take is correct or close. Comments froze. Yeah, I think they refused her to use her own art. That's. I was wondering. I was wondering. I'm gonna have to look into it because if that is the case, I won't buy from them anymore. Um, I do tend to stay with licensed artwork or open source images like this. Um, if I'm gonna spend that kind of money on a diamond painting, you treat your artists proper. Um, that's just how I feel. I do pay the big bucks for my larger pieces, my larger paintings, um, and I buy them from legitimate companies to ensure that the artists are being paid and it's not stolen artwork. Um, but if you're pulling some crap like that with your artists, I can't support that. Which means I've got some points I need to cash in and use. Yeah, that's not kosher. Diamond Art Club is one of the more expensive brands, but you get the quality that you pay for. Lifetime warranties, I mean, you get what you pay for with them. However, like I said, if I'm going to pay that kind of money for a canvas, I expect, because you pride yourself on licensed artwork, I expect you to treat your source, your artists, properly. And if you're going to be pulling some crap like that, I cannot support that. I can't. Um, I'm going to verify and make sure I understand exactly what's going on. And if that is truly the case, I won't buy from them anymore. I can't support that kind of business practice. Artists work hard for their art. Exactly, Maya. Exactly. Your business, you have a business because of the artists you work with. Treat them right. If you pride yourself on licensing your artwork and going about obtaining artwork the right way, then you keep practicing business the right way. Plain and simple. That was a big reason that I bought from them, was because it was legitimately licensed artwork. The artists were being paid for their work and for use of their product. You can't just change that contract willy-nilly to whatever you want simply because you don't want the competition. Life does not work that way. If that's what you want, then you have to write your contract that way, and make sure that your artist understands that. Audit, that right there, one word: integrity. So I won't buy from them. I'll verify that information, and if that truly is the case, I will not buy from them. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Um, there's another company that I source my larger paintings from that is also licensed artwork. I just buy from them. Problem solved. Exactly, Tracy. You don't go back just because you don't like what's happening after a contract is expired, and try to change the terms of the contract after the fact. You just can't do that. So I'm going to look into it, verify that that is 100% correct and accurate, and just not my quick understanding simply from browsing over an article or something. I'll verify if that is legitimate, correct information. I'll also look at the source that information comes from. If it's just some Joe Blow on the street, that is not a legitimate source. I'll look into it. Like I said, I have spent a lot of money with them, a lot, but I won't stand for that. Oh, you're fine, Scooter Mom. I'll get some links later. Mona's right behind me, asleep. Mama. I love you, baby. That too, Tracy. That's what I like about Shimmer Stitch. Jen makes sure that the artwork that she chooses is all open source images. So there's no licensing involved because it's open source images. Um, she does not allow unlicensed work. I know. I know. She's just like, because she's snoring. Goofy girl. She doesn't allow um, images that should be licensed, so that she's not breaking any laws by having those images or anything like that. She's making sure that there's no issues, um, that she would be caught having to pay licensing fees or anything like that. So that's what I like about Jen. Um, Dreamer Designs is one company that's right up there on par with Diamond Art Club. Maybe one tiny little notch down, but not by much at all. Um, I don't even know who that is. Um, I like their artwork. It's, a good quality. So I'm not, I have other sources if I want licensed artwork. So I'm not even stressing that. Um, and so, and then I don't mind doing these smaller pieces that have uh, just a variety of images, and most of them are open source. Uh, 17. So, oh, I'm glad. I try to, I try to kind of keep it fun and relaxing and kind of informational. No, you're fine, Scooter Mom. I wasn't stressing him. Not everybody's gonna like me. Oh well. Even those I don't care for, I don't feel the need to trash talk. Just shows, should that be the case, um, just shows somebody else's issues, not mine. You're the sweetest, Scooter Mom. I don't even know who that was, honestly. Oh yeah, audit. There's all different kinds of art, um, different styles, different, all kinds of different stuff. And you're fine, Tracy. Like I said, I don't even know who that person is. The name doesn't even look familiar, which therefore I'm usually pretty good about remembering names, even if I've only seen them for a second. Um, that's not a me issue because I don't trash talk in my lives. Most likely. Yeah, sometimes people will come into a live, say so and so's talking trash to get views for that channel because everybody wants to go see if that's the case. What are they saying? I don't care. And Tracy will tell you, I really don't care. I laugh about it. I know you do. I'm not stressing it. Not stressing it at all. Some people just get a kick out of stuff like that. Or, like I said, sometimes they'll go through and hit a couple lives that, because if you go on the top, when you first go into to YouTube along the top, you have the choice to pick what you want. And got no clue. I didn't even know that YouTube was even pushing my channel on such a small channel. Cool. I can already tell it's going to be interesting. Gonna be interesting. So, anyways, this is um, just another type of like paint by number, cross stitch. Maya, you are not lying. You are not lying. It could be, Tracy. It very well could be. I'm not stressing it because they have to subscribe for 5 minutes minimum to be able to even comment. So I'm not stressing it. They're wasting their time, not mine. I think it's funny. Again, it's a them problem, not a me problem. No, Scooter, you relax. It wasn't mean or anything, just asked. And I honestly said, I don't know. I didn't even know that YouTube was pushing my channel. I'm so freaking small. I don't know why they would. Exactly. Exactly. More subs. Yeah. I mean, I don't work. I don't run. I don't. Good, Scooter. You relax. I don't do anything with YouTube's algorithm. It has nothing to do with me. So I got no clue. 20. Got no clue. But anyways, diamond art or diamond painting is, if you like paint by number, but you don't want to deal with paint, or you like cross stitch, but you don't want to deal with the needles, diamond painting is a great in between. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look into that artist issue, because that's not the first time they've had an artist issue. Yes, it has a mind of its own. I never thought that YouTube would even push my channel because I'm still so small. It's not like I have hundreds of people in here. I've got 6. I usually don't push them like that. Uh-oh. Dropped a diamond. There it is. Seems like it might be a bit of an interesting night. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's check into this Diamond Art Club. No, Trace. I know. Exactly, Maya. So I just never know. All right. Oh, it was Hannah Lynn. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to read the article that Hannah Lynn has posted. Cross-posted from my Facebook. Legal dispute with Diamond Art Club. This is the article. Cross-posted from my Facebook page. Scroll past if you're not following the Diamond Art Club legal situation. Okay, there has been a lawsuit filed by DAC against the Redditor in my situation. Okay, as much as I'm desperately trying to move on, and it's not my intention to expose everything that's happened between me and DAC, literally, all I want to do is move on with my life. I am once again being put in. Thank you. Oh, face. Oh, you're the sweetest. I am once again being put in a position by DAC to defend myself against their false accusations about me. And since it's now a matter of public record, and I'm mentioned by name in the legal complaint multiple times, I'm going to put it in the updates here if it's related. I just discovered last night, July 22nd, that on July 11th, 2024, DAC filed a libel, slander, defamation lawsuit against the Redditor involved in DAC's claims of my allegedly breaching the confidentiality portion of the contract and for allegedly divulging confidential financial terms of that expired agreement. They also address a claim that I allegedly told the Redditor that DAC convinced me to breach my contract with my agent, which is what will be addressed here. I am not a defendant in this case, but my name, along with specific claims regarding things I allegedly said, are mentioned, so I assume I'm going to court, and all of this will be public record along with it. From the DAC filed complaint against Redditor for slander, libel, and defamation. Redditor published on Reddit, in regards to her conversation with me, false assertions that DAC induced an artist to breach a contract with an agent. In reality, DAC merely provided the artist with sales data when she noted that she was not getting timely reporting from her agent and accommodated her request to work with her directly. Actual statement made by me, Hannah Lynn, to the Redditor was that DAC convinced me to get away from my agent, not that I was induced to breach. As no such breach occurred, I just waited until the end of the natural term expiration, then went independent. In the following email conversations from 2019, it is clear that DAC, not me, initiated the pursued a highly motivated interest in getting me out of my agent's contract so I could sign exclusivity, which my agent refused while I was represented by him. I did dissolve my agent contract later, but it was upon the contract expiration date, and it was with artworks that I had never sent them for licensing, so there was no breach there. It wouldn't be until my agent contract term was close to renewal expiration before the issue was approached again by DAC in 2021, notably upon their initiation of the subject. But then I felt pressured to sign independently and exclusively, as it was said to me by DAC that they might not renew my contract through my agent at all because they couldn't agree on terms, as evidenced by the conversations attached, which is another situation that has happened in the past with another artist. Actually, several that all worked under the same agent team company. I was made to feel like I had to go independent in order to move forward with DAC. So I did and signed with them directly in 2021 on new images that had never been sent to my agent moving forward. The agent contract continued to renew and will be in effect alongside with renewal of kits that they were still stocking from that contract, as I was legally able to maintain both simultaneously. It's also notable that I consulted with multiple attorneys who read my DAC contract, and they have confirmed that the confidentiality clause expired with the contract. So my conversation with the Redditor was not a breach of confidentiality, as they are also claiming, since it occurred post-contract expiration. Please go back and read my original post. Unfortunately, there will be many more instances just like this one over the years that I was with DAC and after leaving, where I felt heavily manipulated and gaslighted. Yep, I'm done. It's not the first artist that has said things like this. It was just artists that were under one agent company. So comments and things, but they were all under the same agent company. I have every reason to be scared of their unpredictable and unwarranted behavior and what they are potentially capable of. Mentioning me in this lawsuit is completely unfounded, and it just feels like more harassment and retaliation from them. This is not a normal business dispute. Yeah, retaliation, that's not the first time I've heard that. Something is very wrong here. I'm absolutely depleted and exhausted by all of this, and it just doesn't have to be this way. And then she includes screenshots. That is directly from the artist, Hannah Lynn. Well, well. So a while back, they had a dispute with an agent that resulted in several artists leaving. And there were whispers of things like this. But because I couldn't confirm anything, there wasn't much I could, but I won't purchase from them after I cash out as many points as I can. You don't treat your artists like this. Pre, during, or post contract. Your artists are what make your artists. Hey, Lydia, your artists and your quality are what make your brand. And I'm not kosher with them treating their artists like this. This is not good business practice long term. I know there have been other disputes with other companies that DAC did, in fact, act in a not great manner and retaliated. Or I feel that they retaliated. It was more retaliatory behavior than professional behavior. And I know that. I read the articles about that and saw screenshots from both sides, and it was not great. But that was a business. That was like a whole nother business. It was another diamond painting production company that this all happened with. And I was leery for a while, and they seemed to be able to work it out. But now, all right, Lydia. Now, if this is how they're going to treat artists, I cannot support that. I cannot support that at all. So it seems that from what I just read, DAC is taking a Redditor, somebody that's posted on Reddit, after speaking to Hannah Lynn. They are taking the Redditor to court, but Hannah's name is throughout the legal documents, and they are trying to accuse her of breach of contract when she's already clarified with several lawyers that the portion of the contract, the confidentiality portion of the contract, also expired when at the term of the contract. So, but they're trying to say that she was in breach of contract. You had the basic idea, Maya. You absolutely had the basic idea. Which it's a little bit of what I was catching, just glancing over and skimming what I had seen earlier. Was, yeah, they're not suing Hannah Lynn directly, but it wouldn't be a far call with her name mentioned as much as it is within the court filings that they do amend it and add her, because they are accusing her in the documents. They are accusing her of breach of contract. Not a possibility from what she's saying in that article. They are accusing her of breach of contract. And like I said, this is the first time I've seen some retaliatory behavior from them. A different situation, but still not something. Now that it has happened again, I can confirm. I can see what's going on. I can't support this kind of behavior. I can't. So I'll be cashing out my points. Of course, I'll have to make an order to do that, but I don't want to lose my points because I spent so much with them. So I'll make one last order and turn in as many points as I possibly can. Diamonds and thoughts. I'm gonna have to check that channel out. Yeah, that's just not. I can't get on board with that. Sorry. Cannot get on board with that kind of behavior. I don't care how nice their kits are. I cannot. Cannot be on board with that. Hey, Tiff. Oh, long story short, there is a diamond painting company that is not playing well with former artists, and it is a company that is well known. It's a high quality company, and I have several of their kits. But this is now the second time I've seen them displaying retaliatory behavior. And now, before it was towards another diamond painting company, um, small company that literally had just bought out another company that went under. Yeah. but now they are turning that behavior on one of their former artists, accusing her of breach of contract. They were taking a Redditor that she spoke to after her contract expired. That Redditor posted things slightly out of context without the proper wording that she had used, the artist had used. And DAC, Diamond Art Club, is now taking the Redditor to court, but Hannah's name is all through the paperwork, which wouldn't be hard for them to turn around and also add Hannah to the lawsuit, because they directly accuse her of breach of contract in their filing. And that's now the second time I've seen them behaving like this, and I cannot support a company. I don't care how good the quality is. I cannot support a company that is not going to take care of their people. I just can't. I cannot do it. That's kind of what they're trying to do. Kind of what they tried to do. So long story short of what happened with the other company, right after the buyout, the small company reached out to an artist and not knowing about the confidentiality clause of the contract that artists have with DAC. She asked the artist some questions, not even really directly about DAC's process, just as more in general from the ones that I saw, from the screenshots that I saw. It was more of in general. When the artist, it was about hand charting. So hand rendering the canvases. When the artist mentioned about the confidentiality clause and that they're contracted with DAC exclusively and they cannot even talk to other companies. Hey, Robert. Good night, darling. Thank you, Audit. I appreciate that. But not awesome. Just some weirdo in the middle of nowhere. I just have my own standards that I try to stick to. But when the artist notified the small company that contractually they couldn't even speak, the small company asked simply, "Can you lead me in the right direction?" That artist gave the small company some options. And that was it. That was the extent of that. Well, DAC took it completely personally and went after the small company very publicly. Scooter. No, I'm not. I'm just some weirdo. DAC went after the smaller company very publicly, and I wasn't happy. So I kind of, at that point, really slowed my buying from them. And let's put it this way, I've slowed my buying so much that I lose my status because they have, reward status levels. I will lose my status in December if I don't purchase something. That's how much I've slowed my buying from them because of that. but I still have thousands of points with the company that I don't want to lose. And now that this is the second time there's been a very public issue that DAC is obviously very publicly showing retaliatory behavior, I'm done. I cannot support a company like that. I don't care how quality they have. I can't support a company like that. So looks like I might be putting in an order so I can use up as many points as humanly possible before I completely wash my hands of them. Delete the app, block the email, leave the groups, the Facebook groups. Yeah, I cannot in good conscience continue to support a company that behaves like that towards their artists, towards small companies that didn't actually even do anything wrong when they reached out to the other artist. I can't. So this is a me thing. This is a my standards. This is not. I don't expect anybody else to do this. Yes, Jay. Hi, honey. Yeah, by all means, everybody can make their own decisions. This is my standards, and I can't support a company that does this. I just can't. So I will be making some changes. That means I'll be buying more of my bigger, larger canvases and itchy ear and more higher quality. I will be buying them from Dreamer Designs instead of DAC because I can't support that company. Not if this is the way they're going to behave. I can't do it. I'm so tickled you're here, Mischief. Thank you for coming in. So now we know what's going on. And that is completely directly from Hannah Lynn herself. So yeah, Tiff, being a small business owner myself, I'm a little bit choosy, but one thing I won't stand for is no face. But one thing I won't stand for and won't support larger businesses who utilize people who are individuals like what I do or what artists do when they contract with companies to use their artwork. Those artists are now small business people. If you don't treat them right, you're not going to have them. Then you're oh, hi Patrick. Thank you. I appreciate it. But and you're right, Mischief. We absolutely do vote with our dollars And I can't support that kind of behavior towards small business people. So that is a huge issue for me. And I don't expect anybody else to make that decision. This is a decision I'm making for myself. Yeah. Again, thanks for popping in and coming on over, Patrick. I appreciate it. No, mischief. Yeah. Yeah. It suits No Face. I'm going to remember that now. Each is 15. So, but yeah, I can't do that. Can't support that kind of behavior. So I will make one last order to try to cash out as many points as I can and drop from everything, because that's not kosher to treat your small business people like that. And I'll just buy through Dreamer Designs. I'll thank thanks to the Raiders. Appreciate you guys. Whether you lurk or chat, do really appreciate you guys popping in at least. So yeah, I will be changing up my primary company, and I might start shopping for. Okay, so I had 2 hitchhikers. Now, hitchhikers just means that you get an oddball. Yes, Danny. Hitchhiker just means that you get an oddball color diamond in the wrong color. So I usually set them to the side until okay. Hey, Danny. How are you, darling? Hey, Key. It looks like I might be on the hunt and shopping around for a new provider, a new supplier for my large paintings. Because that is just a no-go for me. I like to have a couple of different sources for my larger paintings, so that is going to be something new. Yeah, Maya. I tend to stay with synthetic bristles as well. Just a personal choice. A personal choice. And the synthetic brushes have gotten really good. So I don't see the 100% need to purchase animal brushes. Mischief. They are one of the top diamond painting companies, and they are taking a Redditor to court for slander and libel because a Redditor posted on Reddit about talking to Hannah Lynn. Hannah Lynn has been a long time artist working with and under contract with Diamond Art Club. And she made comments to this person well after the time that the contract she had expired. She had the contract looked over by a few, according to her, several lawyers, and the confidentiality portion of the contract also expired with the contract. There wasn't an extended time of confidentiality clause. So she spoke to this Redditor. This Redditor posted on Reddit some of the things that Hannah said slightly out of context. And so Reddit, or DAC, is taking the Redditor to court, but Hannah Lynn's name is completely through the lawsuit, and they are straight up accusing, DAC is straight up accusing Hannah Lynn of breach of contract. A Redditor is just somebody that posts regularly on Reddit, the website Reddit, that is First Amendment speech. Yeah, a Redditor is just somebody who regularly posts on Reddit. They call them Redditors. So, yeah, they're trying to sue the Redditor for libel and slander, but it looks like they may try to pull Hannah Lynn into this as well. So, which is not fair. She gave them so many art pieces. So many. Yes. Yes. Exactly, Mischief. Yes. And this is not the first time that I have seen this type of retaliatory behavior with this company. Last time it was with that small company talking to the artist and moving on that way. I don't think that that went to court, but there was a lot of very public bashing happening on DAC side, where the small company was having to publicly defend themselves. Strike one. And now they're coming out and actually accusing Hannah Lynn of breach of contract in the court documents that they filed against the Redditor, which then in turn would lead anybody to believe that they're probably going to try to file against her directly. I can't support that kind of behavior. Yes, they made a ton of her artwork. They take the original from the artist, they license that image under, terms of contract, whatever the terms may be. Some are longer than others. Sometimes they're in batches and not just individual. Sometimes they're just individual, not batches. So Scooter, exactly. It's just like Discord. It is literally what the owner or Redditor or the Discord server owner allows it to be. So, yeah, it looks like they may go after her directly if they're bringing her up and accusing her in these court documents. And I can't do that. I can't support a company that's going to behave like that. That's strike number 2. I won't support a company that does that. So I have. Oh, I agree. That's why I don't understand why they're trying to sue a Redditor. That makes absolutely no freaking sense. None. But big business. That's what they do. I have not. I'm hoping she's getting some sleep and rest. Yes, Maya, exactly. There was a limited term contract, and they're trying to act like they still hold the copyright for the artwork that was under contract. And that's what I caught earlier in the other article I was skimming over. That's what I'm hoping to. If I don't see her by tomorrow, I'm gonna call her. Give her a couple days to rest. I'm hoping that's all it is. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to give her a little bit of time to rest. If I don't see her or hear from her tomorrow, I'll call her. Just to check in on her, make sure she's all right. Mischief, I'm right there with you. Yeah, Tiff. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. And that's okay. That is A-okay. But I do want to make sure that she's okay. So if I don't see or hear from her tomorrow, I will give her a call, or at least shoot her a text and check in on her. And that way I have, if she doesn't come into the show tomorrow, then I can give you guys a little update and let you guys know what she says. Favorite time of day. Topic change. Noon. That midday, noon to 1. It's not too late that my pain is really kicking my ass, or I'm excessively tired. It's not so early that I just want to crawl back into bed. Absolutely. Go right ahead, Scooter. Oh, bless your poor little heart, Tiff. Scooter, I like the hour before I wake up. Yeah, I like that too. But yeah, that 12 to 1, it's late enough in the day that I feel awake and motivated, but not too late that by the end of the day I'm just in a lot of pain and I'm uncomfortable. like I usually am at night when I see you guys. Anytime you can eat breakfast, that's a good one. Breakfast is good. We have breakfast for supper all the time. Right? Scooter for the win. Yeah, my nighttime, I'm usually extremely uncomfortable, in pain, hard to move. So, yeah, I take it easy at night. I am not a morning person because I don't sleep well. So mornings aren't great. It's that midday for me. That midday. Oh, yes. So for those who are just listening, Scooter Mom um, has just posted. She is starting a new show, sort of like Nat's show, but focused only on the small channels. Twice a week to start. 1, would you watch? And 2, would you contribute? So if you're just listening, would you pop in for a minute and give us your thoughts? Oh, you watched that one? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, let me see. I think my hubby's working this weekend. I might pop over to the county museum where we have an old schoolhouse, like one room schoolhouse. Let me pull up his schedule because I can never keep track with this rotation. Never keep track.
So we can take a shower.
Oh, okay. We'll get you a shower, babe. All right. So today is the 24th. Huh? Oh. So yeah, he does work this weekend. So I might pop over if I can get some stuff done.
Behind you.
I know, she's out cold.
No, she's not.
Oh, buddy. She was.
Yeah, because she whacked her tail out.
Goofy.
Saying hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Am
I good? So,
yeah, you're good because it's focused right here. It stops right here.
hi, Momo.
Yeah, just don't walk behind me.
Hello.
She's not proper to be on camera.
Gotta get in the shower. Right.
Okay. So we might.
Did you hear what she just said?
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, go.
Bye. We're not starting this again.
Do my hair.
I can tell.
I got caught in the rain. So yeah, I left my glasses, my backpack.
You had to go back all. Oh man. Okay.
We had to rush up here to close the window and calm down George because of the thunder.
That's what his issue is tonight. It's the storming. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I was wearing my Crocs, so I got half water shoes.
Oh, you're fine. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, the train station. So yes, hubby's working this weekend, so I might pop over to the county museum. Take you guys on a tour there. I told you, Scooter, they were going to love it. And I think that's a fabulous time.
Your dog is dead.
I know. So audit, I've already gone to the train station. So that one is on my channel. I was running some errands first and then my phone overheated and shut off. So there's a part one, which is just me running around a little bit. And then part two is where I'm actually at the train station. So that one we've already gone. And these are turn of the century steam trains, diesel trains, the whole machine shop, everything. And we watched this steam train come back into the yard.
Yeah.
Oh, Maya says hi. I'll tell her when she comes out. I don't think she heard me. Older mini Jen, yes. Yes, that was the oldest. Ah, must be raining for you too. Yeah, it's been horrid today. Replays are good too, absolutely. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that happens in the summertime. We've got the county fair, we've got the 4-H fair, and everything. We've got the horse races, which I don't usually go to the horse races. We've got arts in the park. There's all kinds of stuff that it's coming up quickly. Oh, and then in September we have the open road race. So I'm hoping we might be in town for that one, and I can actually get down there to where they park all the cars before the race. Oh, you're welcome on it. Yeah, that we got there. It was perfect timing. We got there just a few minutes before the train pulled in, so we were able to watch it come in to the yard, and then we went through and kind of looked at some of the old buildings. We went into the machine shop where they actually still produce and work on the trains. They have a couple of them pulled apart that they're working on because they have to, with the steam trains, they have to dismantle them and completely rebuild them every so often, so many years, to maintain the integrity of the iron and everything. So, yeah. Cat, hello, darling. So, and then the county museum, it's a little bit different. It we do have there is some train stuff there, but it's not just train stuff. It's um, mining stuff, stuff. The cave bear. There was a local caver that found the skeleton of a cave bear. That is on display. So there's actually quite a bit about the cultures that came through for the mines and ranching and the train, um, everything. Oh, speaking of, there's a Renaissance Village that will open in September that will be able to tour the inside. These are houses that were saved, and the back of my earring just came off. That's all right. I'll grab it in a little bit. They were saved. The houses were saved and then brought to this location above town, and they redecorated each of the houses to reflect the culture of each culture and an ethnic group that has been through this area. So they're decorated as they would have been in the time that that group of people would have lived here and worked here. So it's really cool. These are the screw-ons. It just I just put it back in, so I must not have screwed it tight enough. It's down under my desk. I'll grab it when I get done. Yes. All right, Mischief. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea that, you know, focuses on the smaller channels to try to bring more people in for helping newer protesters get more ideas. No face. Oh, I can't. Um, you know, new approaches, new ideas that somebody might have, you know, stuff like that, to really try to encourage the smaller channels and potentially bring in new ones. So I think it's a fantastic idea. Fan freaking tastic. I really enjoy going to the Renaissance Village. Sadly, they're only open a short time, so I am waiting for them to open so we can do the inside tour instead of just trying to film from the outside. So I'm excited for that one. And they're usually open because we do a little farmers market where local people, if they have gardens, they can sell their extra produce in September, every weekend in September. So that's usually when they have the houses open. So we have to wait for that. I did try to go in one day. There was still snow on the ground, and but it wasn't super sunny. So I figured if I was going to get a chance to see in through the windows, that would be my best chance to do it. It still didn't come out great. So I'm going to go back when I can actually go inside. I hear you, Keith. I definitely hear you. So, yeah, I like the smaller channels too, and have more personable interactions, conversation. Yes, Scooter Mom, 110% right there. Yep, a more central way to help with the smaller channels, so that they're okay. It's not anything personal or anything like that, but it really comes down to the larger channels get more views, therefore they get more opportunities to be featured in other channels. This it's not anything against anybody. Whereas the smaller channels, we don't get. Yes, Tiff. Yes, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the time that we spend together and hang out. I thoroughly enjoy it. Um, but this is a way that we can do the same thing for smaller channels, with the focus being on smaller channels. So I think it's a fantastic idea. Tammy, yeah, exactly. It is not to be competition with Nat. No, no. Nat covers material from all channels, where Scooters is going to be more of a focus on small channels and helping smaller channels and potentially newer. Smaller typically means newer, protesters with ideas, encouragement, all kinds of stuff. So it's not in any way a way to try to be competition with Natalie at all. Keith, you are not the only person that has said that to me. You are not. Okay. Yeah, they actually do stuff like that. Like at the end of the weekend, if there's anything, they'll donate it or give it to people for like dirt cheap, massive amounts. Yeah, Keith, you are not the first person to say that to me. So just know you're not alone. Yep, you're definitely heard. This is true, No Face. This is true. Maya, again, you are not the only one that has said that. You absolutely are not the only one that has said that. Yeah. No, I think it's a great idea. I think it'll do well. I really do. I agree, Scooter. Absolutely. I don't understand what the big deal about being paid is. Makes absolutely no sense to me. We are spending our gas, we are spending our time, our energy, our effort, sometimes our blood, sweat, and tears for this cause. Why can't we make a few bucks? Nobody is paying us directly unless it's super chats, which by then it's simply choice, because somebody wants to support you and show that they appreciate you. It's not a big deal. Yes, Scooter Mom, absolutely. Yeah, you get that posted, and we will definitely be sharing it out. Yeah, being paid a few bucks. It's not like we're making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. We're not making them. A few bucks is what it's going to be, but it can go towards the expenses that we have. Oh yeah, that yeah, but many of those who potentially that much streets could potentially make that much. And that's okay. I'm not downing or disrespecting that at all. They both put in the work. They have also put in years into their channels. Street's channel, the Scientology audit, that's a newer channel since he started the work against COS. But his Film the Police page has been up for years. I mean, you don't just build that kind of channel with that many subscribers in a year. It's even unlikely to do it in 2 years unless you have an existing base like Streets did, or these larger channels that are up 10, 20,000 subscribers. A lot of them were given a little bit of a help with Aaron shouting them out. And that's fine. I'm not jealous. I'm not mad or anything. I think it's great because we need those channels, because a lot of those channels that Aaron helped prop up when they first started are second gens, and we need their stories to motivate and educate more people. So we absolutely need those channels. But it's tough when you're a never end like us to get it. It's hard, and it takes a lot of freaking work. Right? Exactly, Keith. Hotel costs kill him because he has to travel. Luckily, I'm lucky. I have a place to stay when I go to Vegas, so I don't have to pay hotel costs. So that helps. But yeah, they're the travelers, the traveling auditors. It's a lot that we put into this. It does take work to stream. Yes, it does. I'm scared. Well, you can go on back to working on it. We're good. Yeah, hotels, dirt cheap, bottom of the barrel hotels. You're looking at $50 to $75 a night. So it's not cheap. That's just for perfect, Keith. Now, remember, if you are having printing limitations, let me know. We'll figure something out. So keep that nugget in the back of your head if you need help with printing things. I do, Tammy. I actually own and operate my own grooming salon. So 4 to 6 days a week, I am working outside the home as well, plus homeschooling my kids. Yeah, perfect example. DC hotels are 300 plus. No face, $50 to $75. And we're talking like needs and complete an entire gutting, remodel, redo, hole in the wall motels are that much. All right, Audit. We'll see you later, honey. Holy crap, Maya. Yeah. Ow. Oh, and yeah, let's not forget, I also have courses that I'm enrolled in too, and I'm working on. And yeah. Plus my channel. I don't know how I have enough time in the day. Well, Tammy, that not necessarily, because there are some streamers that do a lot of research, a lot of follow up for their stories, and so I mean kind of depends on the content. Some can definitely be a lot more intensive, even if it is the person's only source of income and employment. It can still be quite a bit of work going into things. Yeah, I don't sleep. I don't sleep. I get very little sleep. That's how I have enough time. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes. Oh, speaking of, oh, excuse me. Yes, Tammy, I don't sleep. Do not sleep. I'm horrible insomniac. They've never been in public school ever. Our but you know what? What torques my noodle every time? I'll be starting to get tired here. I start yawning. So go ahead and get off. We do a room rate if cricket's still on. But as soon as I lay in bed, I'm wide freaking awake again, without fail. Yeah, Keith, I hear you. With as much as you like to travel or have to travel, um, most definitely. I'm sorry, no face. I'm sorry. Um, our school district isn't the greatest. Um, if it were, if there were some major changes, Papa, better be your corner in the middle of the room. Um, right as Scooter posts it too. Um, we don't there we have several issues, and I don't want to get too deeply into them. Um, but yeah, there are several reasons why we opted to homeschool. So, and my kids like that they can be done with school in a few hours instead of 8 hours, because we have a 4 day a week school here, not 5 day. So they're in school for at least 8 hours a day, and that's just too much sometimes. I don't think they'd be able to handle that. Papa, I have done no such thing. I am sweet and innocent. Sweet and innocent, I tell you. Oh, Tammy, no, Keith travels. Um, he's like me. He's 4 hours to the closest org, if I'm not mistaken. And he actually travels to several other cities, Philly, DC. He was talking about that's a big fat no. Sorry, squirrel. Um, he was talking about maybe going to Boston. So for him, he has to stay in a hotel when he travels to protest at these other orgs. Whereas with me, when I go to Vegas, even though I'm driving, 4 hours away from home, I actually have a place to stay when I go there. So I don't have that added cost. So he's talking to, he would be okay if there's somebody in those areas that would allow him to crash on their couch. That's what he's talking about. Buffalo. Okay. Scooter. Yeah, got to keep up the stereotype. Of course. Oh. Oh. See, and it's also things like that. Um, I'm not going way out of my way because I go to Vegas and I'm able to visit family. Don't even think about it. All right, share the link here. That way everybody can grab it real quick. Um, but for others like Keith that do have to put in a massive investment, um, getting him monetized, which I'm going to push for, so that he can at least get some kind of income going towards those expenses, um, would definitely be a huge help. Huge help. Showing others that potentially live far away that may want to, that it's doable to travel, for protesting. I don't, Tammy. No, I protest for SPTV. Um, I have my own reasons. Um, you're welcome, Keith. I have personal reasons of why I protest, and it has nothing to do with SPTV. So everybody protests for different reasons. Some of it is from the abuses. Some of it is because of the stories from the second gens. Um, there are so many individual reasons why people protest that has really nothing to do with SPTV in and of itself. I don't even use the banner SPTV ever. Never. I've never used it, even when I've filmed me going to protest. I film and go live when I'm protesting for safety. um, because a lot of times I'm out there by myself. It's the only reason really that I go live. Being out there by myself, it's not a good idea to not have some kind of film backup. Um, for me, it has nothing to do with SPTV. I don't actually. I support the streamers individually, not necessarily as a whole. Does that make sense, Baba? Keith, you're fine. This is what we do. This is what we do. If you don't, if Scooter doesn't share it, I will. Because it's my channel and I can do what I want. And it's not you promoting, it's me, because Scooter does what I ask her to do, and she knows that you're on the list of channels to share. Yes, Tammy. Yes. SPTV in and of itself is simply just a tag. That's all it is, just a tag. Um, we don't. There are a lot of us, most of us, that don't. Oh, most of us actually don't use the tag. Um, there are a few that do, absolutely. Um, I don't. I never have. I'm not. I don't answer to anybody, so it's not technically a true community per se. A collection of people with um, the same end goal, to see Scientology done. Yes, yes. SPTV, as far as the tag, was actually created by one of Aaron's viewers, not even by anybody that was working in the movement. So it's more of just a tag. Yeah, yeah. It's some other people would say community with the hierarchy. That's why I kind of stem away from that, because there is no hierarchy. There is nobody that we answer to. There is nobody that we ask of. That you know. So I get what you're saying. Yes, and you are completely right, because there is no hierarchy. We're not tied to each other. Um, and you are most definitely part of it. Absolutely. You don't have to be boots on the ground. And I have pushed that from day one, because many people can't be boots on the ground for a multitude of reasons. Um, you being here is being part of it. Absolutely. Because you are taking your time, your energy, your power. You are investing into it. You absolutely are part of it. You don't have to be boots on the ground if you can't do it. And I don't want anybody to feel bad for not being able to be boots on the ground. That irks me. Because you guys being here and investing your time, which is precious, your energy, which is precious, in just being here, talking about it, learning about it, taking that information to other people that you may encounter. That's all being a part of it. Whether you have an org near you or not, we all tend to take the information somewhere outside of our own head. Exactly, Keith. Exactly, Scooter. So all this information goes into y'all's heads as viewers that may not be boots on the ground. It goes into your heads, but it doesn't stay there. And that's the important part. That's the part that you guys play a part in too. And it is just as important as those that like me, like Keith, like Scooter, where those that are boots on the ground. It is just as important. Exactly. Exactly. And that's how you can support us, especially those that aren't monetized yet. That is how you can support us. Interesting. Try backing out of the app and reloading it, Maya. So what you're doing by hitting that subscribe on as many channels as you can, by watching as often as you can, that is just as important as anybody boots on the ground. It absolutely is. And I don't care what anybody else may think. It is absolutely as important, as needed. It's just as important. Yeah, I wonder if it was just a glitch in the app. Either it didn't register fully or it wasn't rolling over on the count. So, what? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes there are some delays. Oh, Papa. I'd sit in the kitchen, I'd put my head on the table and get some sleep. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. Mischief, exactly. Exactly. But not everybody wants to be a mod either. So there's still a ton of other ways to help out and support. And Tammy's doing great. I mean, every time we have, bless her heart, she's been amazing. Every time we have put a channel up and linked to a channel, she's gone and she has checked and made sure she's subscribed. If she's not, she went ahead and subbed. She's been great. Ah, Papa. Very good at it. But for the longest time, I didn't want to be a mod at all. Did not want to any part of it.
I need lotion on my shoulder blades in my back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted nothing to do with it, but then I got voluntold for somebody that had just gotten into an area, and he didn't have any mods, so uh, we he modded me up so that he at least had some backup
Is this a
and some help. That got stained somehow.
Okay, so I'm not seeing things.
No, you're not.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Neither did you what, Scooter?
Scooter on?
Yeah.
Oh, tell her something.
Hi. They can hear you.
Oh. I'm struggling over here. Where's Mama?
Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Where's Mama?
I think she went out in the living room. Oh, yeah, you got it all rolled up, girlfriend. Because your hair is still dripping wet. That's why. You got it? Okay. Okay.
I struggle with that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm up. So while I'm up, let's go. You're welcome, love. You need to hurry though, because it's midnight and you need to get in bed. Oh. Okay, now I got lotion all over my hands. I'm gonna rub that in. Exactly, they're not dry now. Okay, where we be at?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. That I voluntold you were gonna be a mod. Thank you. Oh, Scooter Mom says hey.
Mom, did you hear me? Scooter Mom's really sweet.
She is.
I adore her.
Yep, me too. Yeah. Sometimes that's what you got to do, Keith. Whatever works best for you and your channel, and nobody.
Ow!
Don't pull.
I didn't mean to.
Goofy.
My hair got caught on the towel.
I know. All right, Papa. Nice, Tammy.
Okay,
On Sunday.
I'm trying my towel in the bathroom now.
I will try to remember that so I can try to tune in.
What day?
Sunday.
Okay. Put it on your calendar because I'll probably forget to.
Right?
I can remind you if it wasn't so far away.
I know.
Now my bangs are in my face. I should have washed my face first. I did not think that through.
Oh yeah, FXP is awesome. Absolutely. Definitely agree.
Miss Scooter, here I said.
Yeah, and she said hi.
No, when I said she was so sweet.
It's It's hold that thought. Let me get the links. She changed her channel name, and I can't remember. Exactly, Keith. I didn't, but 3 of the 4 I have been chatting with for months, and then I've been chatting with Scooter Mom pretty much since she came on. So these are not choices that I took lightly. I still have a few more people on my list for potential possibilities if I need to add more. If somebody needs to stand down, I can replace them with somebody else.
Did you get talking about the chocolate or music? I had a bathroom door.
I couldn't hear it in here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, we're good. No copyright. Well, I'm not monetized, so it's not like they could take any money from me anyways. So I would just have to mute that section of the video out. There are options they give us.
I wasn't sure how that worked.
Yeah, there's options they give us, but no, it didn't come through.
Okay. That's what I was worried about because I couldn't reach my phone to turn it down. So it was
Yeah, no, Miss Kim is a sweetheart. She's an absolute sweetheart. Yeah. I think you'll like her. She is a sweetie. I mod for her. When I can make her one of her lives. I mod for Keith too when I can make his lives.
Oh. Oh. Got it. Let's jump up right back.
Oh, I hate you.
You should have seen the pose I was in. I almost fell backwards.
I hate you. Get your back to
I
pop.
should have done it. I should have done it with a headache though.
Yeah, no, that's probably not a good idea.
Now I'm dizzy more.
Okay, well, it's also almost 12:30.
Oh.
You need to go to bed. I try. I make mistakes, but I try. I do try. So, let's see. Who are we going to share up tonight? Let's go through the list and share a couple channels. You guys check. Make sure that you are subbed up. I try. Again, there are things that I don't know. There are things that I'm not sure of. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. Are you still alive in there?
Yes.
Okay.
But we just saw earrings.
Down the sink?
No.
Okay, then we can find them later.
They were Sis's earrings.
Oh, are they behind?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no big deal. I got to get that pulled out anyways and get it cleaned up. I was going to work on it this weekend.
As I
So,
got this.
I'll get them.
As I got this. This is really hard.
Oh, no, Maya,
This is really hard.
They're grumpy butts if they don't get enough sleep, especially the oldest.
I'm not tired, believe it or not.
Okay, but there's still downtime. You know the drill.
I know.
Okay.
Ow. Ow. It burns a lot. Oh, I thought the witch hazel burned. My lettuce is went down too a lot now.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
I love this.
Pick the right one. There we go.
I just don't like it when I crush with the fresh popped pimple. Because that burns.
Thank you, Tammy. Cricket is live. Okay.
This cricket?
No, you're going to bed.
Can you tell her I said hi?
Yes.
Like this cricket? Can you tell her I said hi?
Yes, I will tell her you said hi.
Okay, thank you. Looks like I'm forgetting something.
And then Bianca.
Good night.
Good night. I love you, babe.
I love you. Right.
Yep. No further.
I know. I'll tell you where you go.
All right, go to bed before you turn into a grump butt. Yeah, I figured she would be. Oh, and this is another. So second gem, Stockholm syndrome is a second gen, as well as acupuncture. Acupuncture is also a second gem. Did we shared? Oh, Susan, you're fine. We shared Keith's channel earlier, right? Keith, did we already share your channel? I think we did. Oh, you poor thing. You acting like it's such a rough life. Oh, baby. Is it such a rough being?
I forgot to bring these up.
Put them on the couch so I can fold them up.
Okay.
I don't need them right now.
Okay. Yeah, I cared about the other one.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh well. Yeah, I forgot to clean up.
Yeah, my Mona. Got cookies. Got it. Got it. Got it. My beautiful girl. Got something. Something right there. Good night, baby. I love you. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you. I love you too. And we got quite a few in. I think we'll call that for tonight. Let's if you scroll up just a tad. Yeah, she is a sleepy baby. She's literally stretched across my bed now. We're gonna room raid Cricket again tonight because tends to be the only one live when I get done. So as usual, I won't promise to be live tomorrow, but I promise I will try. I really do enjoy this time that we hang out every night, most nights. So I really do try, but I also have issues that sometimes I can't make it, like chronic migraines. So I never want to let anybody down, which is why I don't promise to absolutely be here every night. So I will do my best to be here. See you guys again tomorrow night. Make sure you get plenty of rest. And for those on the other side, you guys have a great day. Oh, you're welcome, Scooter Mom. I'm going to share your post on my community tab as well. So that's going to be my first goal. Well, I'm going to log in and say hi to Cricket, and then I'm going to do that. So y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you again soon. See ya.